Good morning, Democrats and members of the media. Today we stand before an organization which represents the crushed hopes and dreams of the unemployed. Together in their unholy alliance with the ANC and the SACP, they have created a system of economic exclusion. A system which has left 4 out of 10 people unemployed, and even worse, 7 out of 10 young people trapped in grinding poverty. A system which has deepened inequality, reversed growth, and led to one of the worst unemployment rates in the world. And a system that has confined more than 10 million people to a minimum wage of R0. It's unconscionable to think that in 2024, such a large proportion of our fellow citizens have never had a job and are likely to never have a job because of the job-killing policies of the unholy alliance. Our fight is a simple one. It's about fair access to jobs where everyone, regardless of the circumstances of their birth, has the right to climb up the opportunity ladder. For too long, the Alliance's patronage networks have locked the majority of South Africans out of opportunity, serving only their narrow interests. When we think about the Alliance's BE policy, we remember how comrades have received positions on boards, scored lucrative business deals, and consumed an endless supply of government funding simply because of their political affiliation. When we think about the Alliance's cadre deployment policy, we remember how comrades are appointed to key positions within the state despite not possessing the right skills or qualifications, simply because of their political affiliation. When we think about the Alliance's EPWP policy, we remember how comrades distribute patronage to branch members by appointing them to short-term work opportunities in their wards simply because of their political affiliation. This issue is no different. COSATU has deliberately constructed a labour regime through their deployees in government that favours their members at the expense of the unemployed. Ramaphosa, Mantashe, Patel, Ngisi. Like all other exclusive clubs, they do not care about you unless you are one of them. And when they do not get their way, they intimidate you and destroy that which belongs to you. It doesn't have to be this way. We can get South Africans working. A DA government will introduce a youth employment opportunity certificate which will empower young people to break free from the constraints of the minimum wage and give them a better chance of finding jobs. The certificate will be valid for 2 years and will be implemented to give more unemployed individuals a chance to be able to exempt themselves from sectoral wage agreements. A DA government will broaden the collective bargaining system and exempt small, micro and medium enterprises from the extension of bargaining council wage agreements. Collective bargaining agreements extend throughout entire industries, including small businesses, and compel them to comply with the conditions in these agreements. These agreements frequently overlook the affordability for SMMEs, and by exempting them from these obligations, it will be cheaper and easier for businesses to hire unemployed individuals. A DA government will hold unions accountable by requiring them to make a deposit to an independent body before embarking on a legal strike. Any damage caused by a strike will first be reimbursed from the deposits, and unions that repeatedly engage in destructive strikes will be required to deposit larger sums of money. Together, we can break down the alliance wall that stands between the unemployed and the jobs they so desperately need. Together, we can build an inclusive economy that makes it easier for businesses to hire you instead of being told you are not allowed to work. And together, we can enable almost 1 million South Africans to get their foot in the door, gain experience, and build a livelihood for themselves and their families. We must remember that our fight is for fair access to jobs, and the only way to achieve that is by voting for the DA on the 29th of May.